In this lesson, pag-uusapan natin ang square of binomial. How do we perform it? At ano ba ang nagiging answer when we square a binomial? When we see an expression like this one, this involves squaring a binomial because we have two terms inside the parenthesis and we're asked to square this expression. So, paano natin gagawin yon? In this case, kailangan muna natin ma-identify that A is our first term and B is our second term. So the first step in squaring this binomial is to square the first term. So meaning to say, A must be squared. A must be multiplied by itself. And that gives us A squared. Next, we get twice the product of the two terms. So in this case, imo-multiply natin si A tsaka si B at imo-multiply pa natin kay 2. So A times B is AB times 2 and that is 2AB. Then last, we need to square the last term. So by squaring B, we get B squared. So ibig sabihin, the square of A plus B is equal to A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. So yung ginawa natin previously is the same with this one. Ang pinagkaiba lang naman nila is that the sign between these two terms is a minus sign. So in this case, same process yung gagawin. Square the first term, that is A squared. Then get twice the product of the first and the second term. Multiply these terms A and B times 2. And that is, we have negative 2AB. Bakit negative ito? Because the sign of this, okay, is negative. Next is to square the last term. So B times B, that is B squared. So the square of A minus B is equal to A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. Now that we know the identities when squaring a binomial, we can now proceed to this example. What is the square of x plus 2? Okay, so let's apply the process of squaring a binomial. First, let's remember that x is our first term and that 2 is our second term. Let's square the first term. So we have x squared. Notice, no? Pwedeng i-enclose mo muna ito sa parenthesis kasi ang first term natin, hindi laging x, hindi laging ganyan lang. Sometimes meron yung numerical coefficient. That's why you have to be very careful with this one. So, pwede enclose mo muna, then square mo. Okay, next. Twice the product of the two terms, yun yung ating middle term. So, definitely, multiply mo lang si x, tsaka si 2, and then times 2 mo pa. Okay, so that's it. 2 times x times 2. Next is to square the last term. Like this. So this is 2 squared. Then we simplify this expression. And that gives us x squared. 2 times x times 2. And that is 4x. Then 2 squared is 4. So, ibig sabihin, the square of x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4. Let's look at the next example. What is the square of 2x minus 3? Laging tatandaan, itong 2x na to, itong nandito, ito yung ating first term, ito naman yung ating second term. Okay? Ang technique, since negative itong nasa pagitan ng dalawang terms ng binomial natin, negative na yung middle term natin para hindi ka malito sa mga signs. Now, ang gagawin lang natin is to square the first term. So, we have this, okay, minus twice the product of the first and the second term. So, multiply natin si 2x, tsaka si 3, and then times 2. Okay. Next is to square the last term. So, we have 3 square. Simplify na natin. So, When we simplify this, it means 2x times 2x, okay? And that is 4x squared. Then negative 2 times 2x times 3, that is negative 12x. Then 3 times 3, and that is positive 9. So, ibig sabihin, the square of 2x minus 3 is equal to 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. How about for the next example? Same process. This is our first term, our second term. By squaring the first term, we have this. By multiplying 3x and 2y, then multiplying it by 2, we have this. Then we square the last term. Let's simplify. 3x squared means 3x times 3x. That gives us 9x squared. 2 times 3x times 2y, that is positive 12xy. Then 2y squared or 2y times 2y, that is positive 4y squared. Ibig sabihin, the square of 3x plus 2y is equal to 9x squared plus 12xy plus 4y squared. Now, I want you to try this on your own. Pwede mo i-post yung video, then after a few minutes, balikan mo and see kung tama yung answer na makukuha mo. So for number 1, the answer is x squared plus 4xy plus 4y squared. For number 2, the answer is 4x squared minus 28x plus 49. For number 3, the answer is a squared plus 6ab plus 9b squared. And for number 4, the answer is a to the 4th power minus 4a squared b plus 4b squared. I hope na may natutunan ka sa ating lesson ngayong araw. Hanggang sa susunod nating pagkikita, stay tuned para sa mga susunod nating lesson. Maraming salamat!